Hello and welcome to part 72. In this video, we will see how we can sort our complex data types in C#. In the last video, we have seen how we can sort our objects that of simple data types, integer, strings, float, and etc. To sort a list of complex types using link queue, the complex type has to implement IComparable interface and provide implementation for CompareTo method that we have seen in the last video. Integer and string classes are already implementing IComparable interface. That's why we are able to invoke .sort method. However, if we are invoking sort method on a custom data type, on a complex data type, that time we are getting a compilation error. The CompareTo method returns an integer and the meaning of the return value is shown below. Okay, so the return type of the CompareTo is integer, and if the integer that is getting returned is greater than 0, the current instance is greater than the object being compared to. Okay, so if you see at this screenshot, if we are comparing an object, let's say customer object, and let's say we are comparing on the salary. So if the object salary, which is the current object and against which we are comparing, the salary is greater than, then we are returning 1. Okay, similarly, if we return less than 0, it means the object is less than the object, right? And if you're returning 0, it means the objects are equal, meaning the salaries are equal. Alternatively, you can also invoke CompareTo method like this, meaning instead of writing this logic on salary, because salary is of integer type and integer type is already having the CompareTo method, so we can invoke CompareTo method of integer class also. Okay, so let's understand in the Visual Studio how this will work. If you remember from the past video, when we were running our program just like this, we were getting the runtime error. We are getting failed to compare two elements in the array, right? Now let's implement the IComparable interface in this. Okay, so I have implemented the IComparable interface, and as you know, once we have implemented an interface, it is mandatory to implement all the methods of that interface. So let's go ahead and provide definition for the interface, that is our CompareTo method. So what we can do, instead of having the object type, we can say customer here because we want to compare a customer, right? And let's say I want to compare based on the age, right? So what I will say, if this dot age is greater than obj dot age, meaning if we are comparing a customer with some other customer and the age of this customer is greater than the other customer, that means this will take the priority, meaning this customer is greater than the other customer. So I will return 1 from here, right? Else if this dot age is less than the obj dot age, that time I can return -1, right? Else I will return 0, right? So these are the three conditions. Using these three conditions, now C# compiler knows how to sort the customer object. One more thing, guys, the IComparable is a generic interface, so we can pass a generic data type here because we are comparing customer objects. So I can pass the customer reference here like this. Now you notice the compilation error is gone. And now if I try to run .sort method, I will not receive any runtime error. You see, program has completed successfully and we have not received the runtime error. And to prove that the data is sorted, what we can do, we can run a for each loop. We can say customer in customers and print the name of the customer, and let's print the age also. Okay, so I am printing the name of the customer and then the age. And if you remember, we are sorting based on the age here, correct? So if I run my program now, you will notice our list is sorted, and you can see the lower the age, that customer is coming at the top, and highest the age is coming at the bottom. So we have sorted our customer list based on the age property. Okay, so this is how you can sort your complex data types by implementing the IComparable interface. And now let's say you want to sort based on the customer name. For that, what you can do, instead of writing all this logic, because name is of string data type and string data type is already implementing IComparable interface, what you can do, you can simply return this dot name dot compare to obj dot name, meaning the comparison will be done by the compare to method available in the string class, and that result will be passed here and the same result will be returned. So if I run my program now the customer will be sorted based on the name property. You can notice here now the name A is coming at the top and Jack is coming at the bottom. So that's what we have seen, how we can use compare to method and how we can invoke the inbuilt compare to method instead of writing our own logic. That's it for this video, guys. In the next video we will understand what is difference between a list and a dictionary.